coming back at you guys again. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell. On yesterday, on my last video, I showed you guys how to string up a weed eater and how to crank up a blower. But today, I'm gonna show you guys how to put a blade on an edger and how to crank up a chainsaw and a hedge trimmer. Right here, you guys, we have the edger. What I'm gonna be changing the blade on. We have right here a hedge trimmer, and we have right here a chainsaw. And you see that blue tank right here, that blue container? That's what I use all my mixed gas in. What I was telling you guys yesterday, you can't just use regular gas. You have to use 2 gallons in the container, then you pour this in and you shake this up and mix it. Do not, I repeat, do not put in regular gas in none of your equipment, because you will destroy the pistons and the engines. First, I'm gonna start off with changing the blades on the edge. All right, you guys, y'all see me having the edger standing up. You cannot just take the edger blade off with just a wrench. You have to have something to support it so the blade can stay still, so you can unscrew the screw so you can take the blade off. Like this, you guys. Here's the blade. You want to put something behind the blade. Once you put that behind the blade, that'll stop the blade from turning, which will give you grip to take the screw off. Now, I'm finna put the wrench on the screw. So I'm turning this to my right. See? Turning it to my right. But I got this right here so the blade will not go nowhere. So once I take my screw off, I take the old blade off. This is the old blade. Get rid of that one, we don't need it no more. Here's the new blade. So I go ahead and put the new blade on. Put that on. Then I put my screw on tight as I can with my hand at first. And to put the screw on, I'm turning it to my left versus my right. It's the opposite. So I turn that to my left. Once I get it tight as I can, I put this right here back into the groove. It's directly to the side of the blade. Turn it to my left to tighten it up, and turn it to my right to untighten. There you have it, you guys. I just changed the blade on the edger. Remember, you don't necessarily have to be what I have in my hand. You can get a screwdriver. Make sure right behind the blade on the left hand side, you'll see a groove to put it in. You put this in the groove to keep the blade from turning. Alright, when you get ready to put in your wrench, when you put your wrench on it, you don't want to turn it to the left to untighten it. You want to turn it the opposite way. It's to your right. You turn it to the right to untighten it, but you turn it to the left to tighten it. Alright, you guys, after we just put the blade in on my edger, now I'm finna show you guys I'm gonna take off my cover. Take off the cover. So now, and the reason why I got it in blue, because the gas turned blue. So if you're cutting grass, I advise you to get you a container that's blue, so you won't get the gas and the mixed gas mixed up. So now, I'm gonna take this off, and I'm gonna put some gas in it. I'm not gonna fill it up. I'm just gonna put enough gas in it for it to crank up. And I'm gonna show you guys how to crank it up in a few. So up is on, down is off. So I'm gonna turn this up, and then I'm gonna mash the primer. This is where the primer is located. So I'm gonna mash the primer a couple times for it to get gas. Then when I get ready to crank it, you see the trigger and this top piece. I'm gonna hold both of them in at the same time while I pull the wheel. There you have it. That's how you turn on the Hedge trimmer. Push the button down to turn that off. Now, my chainsaw, same thing. Make sure it got gas. It already has oil, so I don't have to add none. And what type of oil does it use? It uses chainsaw oil. So wherever you buy your chainsaw from, you have to also buy chainsaw oil. It has a primer on it. So you have to prime it. After you prime it, you want to take your choke and hold it up. This little red button, hold it up. When you hear that, go ahead and pull your choke down. The blade did not move. The only way the blade gonna move is you pull this back towards you and hear it click. Then you mash the trigger. Then I take my red lever and push it downward. And it cuts off. And there you have it, you guys. Hit that like button. Don't forget to hit the bell. T Nizzle, over and out. Yeah.